And now this session biostimulants. How the role of my role types and methods of preparation of biostimulants like bijamrit, jiwamrit, Amritjal, Panchagavya, waste decomposer, biofertilizers. There are so many biostimulants are there, and we are all talking about these biostimulants, but how to prepare, how we can use these biostimulants in natural farming. Mr. Ramachandran Sab is here. Basically, he is agriculture background, and he worked as additional director in Department of Agriculture in Andhra Pradesh. Now he is serving as a state resource person for Andhra Pradesh community managed natural farming. And prior to that, he worked in community managed sustainable agriculture. That's even Shyam Sundar Reddy also mentioned about CMSC. And he worked in CMSC. Then he is working with RYSS also, right? Sadhikarika Samstha under natural farming. And almost since 12 to 15 years on natural farming, he is serving in Andhra Pradesh. And presently, he is a state resource person for promoting this pest and promoting this natural farming for all different aspects and management of pests and diseases and biostimulants and other aspects also. And now we requested him to handle this session on biostimulants. Sir, Ramachandran sir, this batch is around 180 members are here, sir. All of them are going to be a master trainers for natural farming. In future, I told you that we are going to conduct 750 programs, awareness programs for Gram Pradhans. And these our delegates are going to conduct as a resource persons for this type of these Gram Pradhans programs, and future also on natural farming they are going to associate, sir. This is the background of this program. And over to Ramachandran sir.
Good morning, everybody. I am Ramachandran. So the parichaya has been given by Renuka madam. So now I am working in Andhra Pradesh, looking after some of the districts, 3 or 4 districts. We will let you know the bioinoculants, that is bijamritam, jiwamritam, ghanajiwamritam, and other Panchagavya and other inoculants also. And I was hearing the discussions earlier. Everybody was worried about the yields and the paddy situation and wheat situation. So forgetting about the millets and rainfed crops. Totally, everybody has not talked about the millets, rainfed farming. Majority of the farmers in India are the rainfed farmers. So let us see how our natural farming is taking into the farmers. And somebody raised, what about the food crisis in future? There won't be any food crisis. For the last 12 to 15 years, I am working in the project. For just 1 or 2 bags in the first year, maybe reduced. From second year onwards, there will not be any reduction, and third year onwards, you will get more yields than chemicals. Because it is out of my experience, I am telling. Ravindran also told that there is no worry about yield. So our farmers, nearly till last year, 5 lakh farmers, we were doing along with them the natural farming with 3 lakh hectares. Now this time we have targeted our farmers to 10 lakhs. So it is scaling, means it's every farmer is convinced. Every farmer is convinced because of low inputs and low cost of cultivation. And somebody said, why can't we deep flowing? Deep flowing is not necessary actually. What the soil and plant system, if you know the plant and land systems, you need not go into the deep flowing also. By deep flowing, again one problem is there. What is that? The organic carbon again coming into volatile carbon and carbon dioxide, again it spoils the ecosystem. So we need not say flow deep. So I will show one presentation why we should adopt the natural farming instead of chemical farming. So speakers also told there is a lot of problem and poison in the plate. We are taking only poisons, especially anybody has not talked about the vegetables. What about vegetables? Daily we consume vegetables. Every vegetable, cauliflower is totally filled with poison. See, today they spray, tomorrow they market. Bhendi, tomato, brinjal, the lot of vegetables, all whatever vegetables available in the open market are full of poisons, pesticides. Mr. Shamsundar Reddy rightly pointed out, we have exported chilies from Khammam and Guntur to Germany by testing for the residue analysis. We got free from pesticides, all products. We send it to Bombay market, from Bombay to Germany. So we have lot of experiences with natural farming, not only in paddy, in millets we have got, in pulses we have got, and everybody is taking a simple single crop. We never recommend natural farming a single crop. It should be a polycrop. For paddy, you may say, how polycropping? Yes, before paddy. So when actually paddy sowing starts, means nursery sowing starts, and when transplantation, there is a gap of 30 days. Yes, before 15 days sowing of nursery, you raise 12 to 15 types of all millets, pulses, oil seeds, spices like coriander and mustard, and all those things. Even green manure crops also you can add. Total now in Andhra Pradesh we are using nearly minimum 12, maximum up to 28. We say it as a pre-monsoon dry sowing. We raise all those crops. See, immediately after, say, 25 days is sufficient to say that plant to stay on the ground, and after 25 to 30 days you can incorporate into the soil. We get green manure, and we get every plant. We know that every plant under the sun, the photosynthesis takes place, it prepares food, so, and reducing carbon dioxide. So this is a chemistry, I need not say. So when we raise different crops, the different microbial population at the root zone, that is most important. And these microbial populations will strengthen the plant system, and they absorb the all nutrients what are they required for the plant. Yeah, already it has been discussed. The agriculture present scenario, the food crisis, high cost of inputs. Every year the cost of inputs like all chemical fertilizers, the rates are increasing, and the farmers, see, 2-3 years back he has applied 2 or 3 bags. Now he has to apply 4 or 5 bags. So that's why the quantity is also enhanced, and the inputs also increased. And some say food security, but it is not a problem. And ecosystem degeneration is going on with chemical fertilizer. That's Ravindran has already expressed it. And market crisis also, now the rates problem and all those things. And rural urban distress. Because of this high cost of inputs and high cost of labor, and the rural people are migrating. So the worsening the climate crisis. These are some of the points keeping in view. Now every farmer should go towards natural farming. And see, we are forgetting about the greenhouse gases also. So by cultivating paddy especially and other crops by using chemical fertilizer, our total say agriculture is contributing 24% of the greenhouse gases by in shape of nitrous oxide and methane and all other greenhouse gases. So we have to reduce the elimination of this greenhouse gases so that we can reduce the global warming. Now, our natural farming or ZBNF, zero budget natural farming, we are adopting this. This system is based on these 4 wheels. One is bijamritam. You know very well, bijamritam means it's a seed treatment. Microbial seed content with it controls or it eliminates the soil-borne and seed-borne diseases very well. Then jiwamritam, it enhances soil microbiome through the inoculum. So generally, people think or the farmers think that, oh, natural farming means we have to use tons of dung. No, that is a misconcept. Not tons of dung. Just 10 kgs of dung and 10 liters of urine is sufficient for 1 acre with the deshi cow. Then achadana is nothing but mulching. It may be straw mulching or agriculture waste, or sometimes say mainly live mulching is better by raising some creeper like vegetables in the rain-fed farming systems. It covers the crop, and intercropping systems also very good. Otherwise, say there should not be sole crop. There won't be any problem by cultivating intercrops, and it will act as achadana to main crop. So then VAPSA. By adopting these 3 things, so VAPSA will be automatically developed. It forming, it is nothing but the humus development. So sending the carbon dioxide into the soil, so in shape of organic carbon, and leading to soil aeration and water vapor holding capacity, water holding capacity. So this final end we get is VAPSA. By VAPSA, the plants will grow automatically. This I was telling about the plant system. Plants synthesize their food, maybe sugars you call, maybe carbohydrates, whatever name we give. So 40% of the food they prepared. Say they store in the stem and above the ground level, in the leaves, in the fruits, in the stem, and all those things. 30% they send the food to the roots, and another 30% food through roots, they through in shape of exudates, they release into the soil. So here, every root of a plant, so millions and trillions of microbes, they are on symbiotic basis, they are residing. So they want food. These microbes need food. So, but by adopting chemical farming, we are not giving them food. Chemicals are not their food. So they want natural food. So by going for natural farming, the food 30% exudations into the soil will act upon by the all microbes, and they will be strengthened. So then they will grab all nutrients, what are the essential major nutrients, micronutrients, macronutrients, all nutrients that will be supplied to the plant. This is the natural phenomena is going on in the forests also. In previously 60-70 years back also, our forefathers used to do natural farming. The same system was going. So under natural system, our carbon content, that is humus, is increasing year by year. Now you take the samples of chemical forming. We have analyzed 200 to 300 soil samples of chemical forming. Their organic carbon is from 0.3 to 0.9. Whereas in natural farming, the farmer who adopted natural farming for 1 year, his organic carbon has risen to 1. Even 2 years, 1.5 to 2. So like that, organic carbon content of the soil is very much is increasing. So by adopting natural farming. Why? Because of this system, this phenomena is going on in the nature, in the plant system, in the soil. So this we must understand. So each and every plant, though it is small, it's a 25 days old or 30 days old, it is taking carbon dioxide and water and under the sunshine. So it's on photosynthesis activity, it's preparing food. So it is going a natural process. This natural process is happening in every crop in natural farming. Soil contains enormous number of living organisms. See, our natural farming is towards the surveillance of microorganisms, bacteria. Say 1 mug of industrial native soil. This is the experiments done by the ICRISAT. So this is the figure given by the ICRISAT people. So bacteria 200 billions in 1 mug of native soil, protozoa, fungi, nematodes and arthropods. Arthropods are also there. If we go into deeper soil organisms, there is a animal flora and plant flora are existing in the soil. So macrofauna is earthworms, termites, ants, grubs, snails, slugs, centipedes, millipedes. These are all in the soil. And microfauna is protozoa, nematodes, and rotifers. And plant flora, plant roots, macro algae and other bacteria, actinomycetes, fungi, algae. These are all existing in the soil. These microorganisms which are helpful for the plant, they need food. We have to supply food. What food we have to supply? We have to supply organic food, not chemical food, not chemicals. Here the management through natural means soil, already it was discussed, it's a living media because it contains so many microbial organisms. Dung, we have to view it as a microbial inoculum, not as a fertilizer or manure. We need not dump tons and tons of dung. And thereby, again, the disappeared earthworms. Earthworms, now in chemical field, nowhere you can see earthworms. In natural farming field, you just dig the soil with an hand, you can see earthworms. So the life has again begun with natural farming. See, 4-5 feet depth, they are now, they went. But when you apply jiwamritam and all those natural means, the earthworms are coming up. So that's why returning of earthworm is the best sign of natural farming. Yeah, these are different soil fertility management methods. By applying, say, jiwamritam, and we can prepare jiwamritam, ghana jiwamritam, Panchagavya. We can also give green manure crops. This everybody is doing, but we do not say only green manures. We say minimum 12 to 15 types of seeds, all combinations, not only green manures and all those things. Mixed and intercropping systems is also very much essential, not sole or single crop. This reduces the pest complex very much. And a double car method, I was telling about this 12 to 15 types. In double car method, everybody knows there are different types of systems. In further slide, we can see say mulching. Then FIM you can use, not directly FIM, you convert into Ghana Jivamritam type 2. Again, we will see how it can be prepared. Sheep and goat manure also we can use. And biofertilizers, rhizobium, say such biofertilizers, n number of biofertilizers are available. You can just add 1 or 2 kgs to the say Ghana Jivamritam, you can apply. That can be multiplied if needed. So not certainly that you should apply bio fertilizers. See, all Ghana Jivamritam and Drava Jivamritam, when we apply to the soil, all microbes will develop naturally. If suppose first time if the farmer is going towards natural farming, he can purchase 1 or 2 kgs of this biofertilizer, he can add. So the important bio inoculum is bijamritam. How the bijamritam, what are the materials or ingredients required for the bijamritam is given here. For 100 grams, 100 kgs of seed. You say some 100 kgs of seed, we need 20 liters of water, and cow urine 5 liters, and cow dung 5 kg. Use lime, this is 50 grams, and a handful of virgin soil. Virgin soil means where the chemical fertilizers are not used. It's a virgin soil, or you can say it as a forest soil. So these are the materials and ingredients required. Now let us see one video how bijamritam can be prepared. It's very easy. It's not laborious. It is very, very, very easy. First, what you have to say, in a pot or in a big bucket, take 20 liters of water and 5 kgs of fresh cow dung. It's natural, our deshi cow dung. So you wrap it in a cloth and you tie it, and with the help of stick you hang it in the 20 liters water. Then pour 5 liters of cow urine, and then add 50 grams of lime and a handful of virgin soil, and you stir it, keep it for 12 hours. Then after 12 hours, then you take the required quantity of seed, then you sprinkle on the seed, maybe paddy. For 100 kgs, the entire quantity will be sufficient. You just rub the seeds with hand, gently sprinkling the bijamritam, so that the bijamritam will be covered to the entire seed as a coating, and shade dry for half an hour. Then take it for sowing. You can use it for not only paddy, all pulses, jowar, millets, vegetable seeds, even cotton, everything. Whatever we are going to sow in the soil, we can treat with bijamritam without any harm. It controls all soil-borne diseases and seed-borne diseases very effectively, and promotes good germination also. So that's why bijamritam is our first bio-inoculant. Every farmer, it is a cost effective, no cost at all. If a farmer has a cow, almost it is zero cost, I can say. 50 grams of chuna, lime, bazaar, if you can purchase it just for 2, 3, 5 rupees, at the most 5 rupees you will get. So that's why, so bijamritam is a must for anybody who is going for natural farming. It's a seed treatment, effective seed treatment. बहुत अच्छा काम करेगा. This is an excellent bioinoculant as a seed treatment. Then second inoculant, bioinoculant is jiwamritam. This is a liquid jiwamritam. So what are the ingredients or materials required for jiwamritam? Is ghana jiwamritam means without using water खंडे बना सकते हैं इससे, खंडे बना सकते हैं, और we can keep it for storing for 2 or 3 months or even up to 6 months without any decline of microbial activity. What are the ingredients required? Yeah, cow dung 100 kg cow dung you can take, cow urine 10 liters, and besan or any pulse powder other than groundnut और ये हमारा सोयाबीन का अलावा सब पल्सेस का फ्लोर ले सकते हैं. बेसन because it is available in plenty, our farmers are using horse gram, कुल्थी का सीड भी यूज कर रहे हैं. It's very good. So then block jaggery. That means block jaggery means naturally prepared jaggery. It is 2 kg and virgin soil 500 grams. That's all. These are the ingredients we require. So just you spread 100 kgs of cow dung and sprinkle besan or a gomutra. Then jaggery, you mix it in gomutra and make solution and you sprinkle. Then virgin soil, you thoroughly mix it with a spade or hand, something like that. So then ये इसको गोल बना के balls, you can make the balls and under shade dry for 7 or 8 days, then you can store it. और खंडे बना के छाया में सुखाओ, then you can, it will dry in 7 to 8 days, then you can keep. Then make the powder and apply to the soil. So this is the ghana jivamritam. If suppose somebody is having more ghana jivam, more cow dung is available, more than 1 ton or 2 tons, so that can be converted into ghana jivamritam by using jivamritam. We will first see the how jivamritam will be prepared. Yeah. So jivamritam means it is a liquid form of bioinoculant. Ghana jivamritam is solid form of bioinoculant. Jivamritam, what we need is 200 liters of water. We need cow dung, just 10 kgs of cow dung, cow urine 10 liters. Yeah, you may suppose where shall I get cow dung, cow urine, like that. Some of the farmers are asking also. Say, on an average, the natural cow, it gives 7 to 8 or at the most 10 kgs of cow dung in a day, and 6 to 7 liters of urine per day. So, आजू बाजू में एक किसान के पास है तो he can share the urine and cow dung in a week. He can share it with 8 to 10 farmers of 1 acre area. So that means preparation of jivamritam is not a big problem, and availability of cow dung is also not a big problem. So 200 liters of water, you add 10 kgs of cow dung and 10 liters of cow urine, and then jaggery 2 kgs, then besan ka powder, the pulse powder 2 kg, and virgin soil. So you stir it very well so that all can be mixed thoroughly, and stir it for 4 days. Then light cream color solution you will get on 5th day. Then it is ready for usage. You can use directly to the soil. This is most important. So for 1 acre, 200 liters of jivamritam is sufficient. If a paddy is there, through irrigation channel, you can slowly pour the jivamritam in the channel where the water is entering into the field. So it will spread over the entire area. So this will be sufficient. And we have to give it every 30 days interval by soil application. Or not only soil application, it can be sprayed on the foliage also. At every 15 days interval, Jivamritam can be filtered, and after first 15 days, you take 5 liters of filtered Jivamritam and add 100 liters of water, then spray it on the crop. Then after 30 days, again 5 liters of Jivamritam, then 100 liters of water, you spray it on the crop. So similarly, at every 15 days interval, you will be going on spraying and increase the, after 30 days, you increase the dose of Jivamritam to 20 liters. Then after 45th day, you increase it to 30 liters of Jivamritam, mixing in 200 liters of water, spraying on the crop. So this is for all crops, At least depending upon the duration, you can go for 6 to 7 sprayings. If it is a long duration crop, if it is a short duration crop, within 3 or 4 or even 5 sprayings are sufficient. So this will reduces the drought effect and good photosynthesis and good microbial activity, and you will get good new flushes will come out, and you will get good yield by spraying Jivamritam. So after Jivamritam, we have to prepare, apply Ghana Jivamritam at the time of bone ke time pe. That means at the time of sowing, you can apply 100 to 200 kgs of Ghana Jivamritam by making Ghana Jivamritam into powder. So along with the seed, if you apply, that will be better. This will give all say major all nutrients will come out through the microbial activity that is going on in the soil. These are the inoculants that strengthen the microbes in the soil. Lot of dung he has to need not apply as it is as a FIM, he need not apply. So because it is very, say in FIM compost pits, if we dug, it will have more heat. So you remove the from the pit and you cool it. Then for 1 ton of FIM, you mix it with 200 liters of Drava Jivamritam. You sprinkle it on the 1 ton of FIM and mix it thoroughly. Keep it for 3 to 4 days. So the entire microbial activity will be spread over in the dung. Then it can be applied. So if more cow dung is available on community basis also, in the village, you can make it and distribute among the fellow farmers like this. Yeah, Panchagavya. This is what not, we have everything in Panchagavya. It is a growth promoter. Say gibberellic acids, it has say indolactic acid, it has. So it will excellent for creeper crops, almost all vegetables crops and fruit trees. This is excellent bio-inoculant for vegetables and fruits. Not only vegetables and fruits, you can go for pulses, millets, and even paddy also. So a lot of research has been done by the Tamil Nadu Coimbatore Agriculture University. So these are the ingredients they require to prepare Panchagavya. The fresh cow dung, you can take it fresh cow dung in a earthen pot of 30 liters or a big thick plastic vessel, not metallic, plastic vessel or earthen pot. Take fresh cow dung and then half kg of cow ghee. You mix it, dung and ghee, for 3 days. Mix it thoroughly. After 3 days, you will get a smell of ghee. पूरा जो है गोबर का बुआ पूरा चले जाएगा. तो then add cow urine 3 liters, yogurt 2 liters, and or yogurt or even curd or cow milk 2 liters, and then coconut water, then 3 liters. Toddy, if toddy is not available, you can add buttermilk or yeast. In bakeries you will get the yeast that you can add. So then ripened bananas 12, then water 3 liters, and black jaggery 1 kg. All these ingredients you mix it in a pot where cow dung and ghee was mixed for 3 days. On 4th day you add all these things and daily stir it 2 times, then cover with a muslin cloth and keep it for 21 days. You will get Panchagavya prepared. Then after 21 days, it is ready for use. Then you can take 3 liters, 3 to 4 liters, maximum 4 liters in 100 liters of water. Then filter it and spray on any vegetable crops at the time of flowering. It enhances female flowers. It enhances because it has got gibberellic acid and indolactic acid. It's a very good natural growth promoter also. It acts as a excellent growth promoter. We can use on fruit trees also. Always it should be used the initial stages of the flowering and say in mangoes and all those things, just say button type, the small gola shape mangoes on like that. So at that time, if we use Panchagavya, we will get excellent results. This can be our natural farmers are using. If once prepared, this total quantity comes to all these adding 22 to 23 liters. So if we use 3 liters, that can be sufficient for 7 to 8 acres. So once it is prepared on community basis, they can distribute among the farmers, half an acre to 1 acre. So more number of farmers will be covered, and it is also very excellent this growth promoter. Yeah, green manure crops have already dealt. You can apply green manure crops, but not totally 1 or 2 types. You can add along with green manures other seeds also. You can mix it. Yeah, Dabolkar method. I was referring to what we are adopting in Andhra Pradesh. All these 5 types of different varieties: cereals, millets, pulses, oil seeds, legumes, millets, legumes, pulses, and spices also. Altogether 12 to 15 or maximum even in Guntur, the farmers are using 28 types. They have mixed vegetables, creepers, and all those things they have also say mixed. They are sowing in the month of April, because their season starts with July 1st week plantation. So May and June, for 2 months they will keep the crop as it is. They will harvest all leafy vegetables and creepers, and they cut it at the ground level and using it for the cattle feed, excellent cattle feed, because it contains everything. So you need not uproot, only cut at the ground level. The roots should intact in the soil. We must not uproot the roots, because roots are the most important. Say even now Walterina, soil microbiologist from Australia, also says 25 to 30 days just you raise the crop and you incorporate, or you leave it like that only, then you take up next crop. Say if you wonder, our farmers in Guntur, they have experimented. See, they have sown this 28 types of seeds, and they have cut it at the ground level, and by taking a rope they have dibbled the paddy seeds. They have got 48 bags, more than chemical. This is a record break in Andhra Pradesh. Our advisor also says in so many meetings. So by keeping intact the roots of the PMDS, you can take next crop without any harm, without plowing also. We need not go plowing. So weeds are reduced. So totally weeds are reduced, and there will be no pests and diseases for the next crop. So next sowing crop. So that's why this PMDS, as say it has say going like a fire in the minds of the farmers of Andhra Pradesh. Now we are excellent throughout year. Suppose the paddy window is July or June, you can say. If you sow it in the April first or second fortnight, so that will be sufficient. Then the June paddy will be harvested, say maximum 5 months, maximum long duration crops. If you say it is harvested in October, then second crop will be transplanted in the December or January. So there will be another 35 to 40 days gap. You can raise this type of say PM Rabi dry sowings, and you can incorporate, and you can go for Rabi dry sowings, Rabi paddy. Then the Rabi paddy will be harvested in March 31st or April 1st week. Then again you go for PMDS. So throughout the year there is a crop on the field, and nowhere the land kept open, barren, exposing the sun. So that's why the microbial activity is more and more in natural farming, and no need of any chemical fertilizers. Our yields are more from second year, third year onwards. It is more than even chemical farmers. 2 or 3 farmers, 2 or 3 bags. Bags means 70 kg bags. Even some farmers, they are getting 4 to 5. Say the farmer who is taken precautions and precisely is doing agriculture is getting even 5 bags plus also. And cost of cultivation reduced. No chemical fertilizers, no chemical pesticides, no poison in the plate. So vegetables, you can grow vegetables, just widen your paddy burns and raise vegetables. You can harvest the vegetables also in paddy. Single crop is not recommended. Mixed crop is always suggested. So you go for mixed cropping in all rain-fed crops. Don't go with a sole crop. If it is groundnut, you go with pigeon pea. It's a cotton, so black gram. It's a practice in Maharashtra. I have worked in Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Haryana. So Rajasthan also. I have worked for 2 years under NRLM program. So I was talking to the farmers also. So slowly. So they are picking up. In Maharashtra, it is a common practice. Cotton plus Bragram is a common practice. I have given some of the intercrop systems, how much ratio it should be, maize plus red gram, maize plus cowpea, jowar plus red gram, bajra red gram, groundnut red gram, soybean red gram, cotton red gram, till red gram, green gram, black gram with maize. So all these ratios, say somebody asked me in somewhere in one of my presentations, what should be the ratio. So just for information, you know everything, but I have given just for information. So we all know mulching. Mulching is the covering the soil. You can cover with PMDS. In mulching also can be done with our farm waste. The uses also you know very well. The rainwater, if you uncover the soil, so soil degradation will be there. The top soil will be degraded. So mulch prevents the loss of degradation of soil, and it allows the water to percolate into the soil. So the soil will not be exposed to direct sun. So moisture losses will be, by evaporation losses will also be restricted. Evaporation, moisture, all those things. So mulch is nothing but always keep the soil with some cover. Cover means not plastic covers. Cover with crops. Cover with crops. Cover with creeper vegetables. In cotton also. In Guntur, in Andhra Pradesh, our farmers in Guntur say they are raising cotton, green gram or black gram, then cotton, 2 rows of green gram or cotton, then cowpea, then 6:1 ratio, they are taking red gram also. So these are all short duration, green gram, black gram and cowpea. And red gram is the long duration, and cotton is also so long duration. So the entire crops in between will be harvested within 60-65 days. So after 65 days, you sow the creeper vegetables. So they spread like a cover. It do not enter it doesn't hinder with the cotton crop. So you can raise creeper vegetables to take a cover. In chickpea also, we have excellent intercrop systems we have. So for every 3 or 4 rows, we are taking mustard, and then after 2 rows, we are taking dhania. So then like that, sunflower and border all say around border crop, we are taking 3 to 4 rows of jowar or maize as a border crop, and castor and marigold, that means genda pul. So sunflower, you raise it, some of the plants, at least 100 to 200 plants, they act as a trap crops. So there won't be any pest problem, and additional income you will get. The excellent luxurious growth of mustard and dhania. So these are all winter crops. So you can take it like that. So we have numerous examples for intercropping systems. We have developed the intercropping systems in banana, in papaya, in groundnut, in chickpea, in cotton, all the major orchard crops and even all rain-fed crops we have developed, so that we can have in next session. This is all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. I'm sharing many, sir. Mention about various biostimulants, because when you are speaking about natural farming, these bioproducts are important to be used, and sir also emphasized on the same thing. Sir mentioned about bijamrit, jiwamrit, Panchagavya, and when he was speaking about these biostimulants, he also tried to provide the complete comprehensive picture. He provided us the background, then what's the principle behind using a particular kind of biostimulant and how to prepare that and what kind of changes it will stimulate in the soil. So basically, so he provided a complete comprehensive picture and it was really quite enlightening. And I was going through the chat box, it has generated a lot of discussion there also because like in Panchagavya, sir mentioned about 10 ingredients, but some of the participants were concerned about when there are 10 ingredients, why it is Panchagavya. But then it was clarified again by one of the participants that because 5 are having cow origin ingredients, that's is Panchagavya. And
गव्या means गौ.
yeah,
गाय का
Panchagavya.
पांच प्रोडक्ट से बना रहे इसका पंचगव्य. That's all.
Yeah, and he also tried to cover requirement for different crops because when we are speaking about cereals, requirement will be something different. Even when we are speaking about biostimulants and when we are speaking about horticulture crop, requirement may be slightly different. So he also discuss about the kind of ingredients that will go when preparing some stimulant for a particular kind of crop. Thank you very much, sir, for such a comprehensive presentation, and particularly when this kind of knowledge sharing is coming from somebody who is a practitioner having field experience, it makes even more meaningful the entire discussion. So thank you very much, sir. One of the candidate has asked about you mentioned about increase in yield of paddy. You mentioned some example of Andhra Pradesh. So one of the just want to know about which area, which village. If you can share some more details. So that's what he is interested in.
Mirabi, she is working with the farmers. She is our CRP, community resource person. Actually, the village. I could Guntur district. The name of the worker is Mirabi.
Yeah, and I think the basic idea behind citing this example is when we are speaking about farming. So there is always a concern what will happen to the productivity. And as Ramachandra mentioned that if you are, because whether you practice it conventionally or you practice it organic, natural, whatever procedure you follow, if you are doing it scientifically by taking care of the entire ecosystem, so maybe there may be some impact in the initial years, but subsequently you will be able to reap the potential of the resources. That's what I have understood. That basically was. So in place of going into that kind of detail, because subsequently now focus of the government is on natural farming. Surely, like Manage already, Renuka madam mentioned that Manage already is taking up one study to just understand the status and what's happening, the perception of different stakeholders, mainly farmers. So subsequently, there will be data that will help us validate these kind of things broadly at national level, that when you are practicing natural farming, what's happening to your productivity and to your crop economics. But here in this presentation, my understanding is that sir just wanted to emphasize that if you are practicing something like naturally, scientifically, by taking care of each and every aspect, productivity in place of going down will be miss the same productivity, or you may even experience increase in productivity. Yeah, one more question is there, sir. Like one of the candidates has asked, you mentioned that drum when you are preparing jiwamrit, the whatever means whatever pot you are going to use for preparing jiwamrit, or you said that it is required to be covered by a jute bag. One of the candidate has asked why not to close it by some cover or some lid. Is there any reason behind that?
Because see the microbes also they breathe, they multiply. While multiplying the microbes, they breathe. So by breathing, they emit some say carbon dioxide like that. So by covering jute bags, these gases will go away. By covering the lid, it's not possible. That is the reason. Otherwise, and it should be keep in shade also, not under direct sun or under a tree or in a cattle shed or in shade, somewhere in shade. So the microbial activity more in the shade.
Sir,
Namaste, sir.
So,
This is Hemsundar, sir, Agriculture Officer from Vijayanagaram. Sir, namaste, sir. Actually, from the morning onwards, actual total portion of knowledge is on soil health. So, and one more contrast is that which one is organic, which one is natural. The morning session, the Ravindra sir, and what you taught now just on bio inoculants. So, what my understanding is that, sir, in situ, whatever the in situ incorporation or cultivation with regard to the farm level, at village level, local level, may called as a natural farming, because as you said, sir, the two people has given, soil health is one of the main key factors which can be done at the farm level, and with a low input cost and with the knowledge itself. It needs the knowledge, just multiple cropping incorporation, and it will add the soil organic matter, and it will take care of the soil health and soil nutrients, whatever requires to the main crop. So it's one of aspect. And one more additives are that jiwamrit and whatever the Ghana jiwamrit and FIM added jiwamrit is Ghana type 2, and whatever the additives can added, it will also helps in availability of some more nutrients. So by that way, the crop can be crop yield can be increased, or soil health, soil productivity also be increased. That can be sustained over a period of time. So then we can slowly shift, or we can slowly transit, or we can, what for the session is that we are looking for alternatives. So these two sessions give some throws some light for me to understand, sir. Thank you, sir. This is from my side.
Thank you, Hemsundar. Thank you.
since morning or since today, we all are confused regarding the organic and then this natural farming, just my predecessor said. So for me, you see, I consider a unit not as a farm of a particular farmer, but unit maybe a village also, one panchayat also. So in that case, preparing all these biopesticide and biofertilizer is not which is taken as from outside, right? You can prepare it at a village level, then you can make it as a one unit. Organic farming itself, you can't do it on a one field. You have to take it as in a community, because it's not possible to do this organic farming on a one field and other field maybe in our, right, sir? Second issue, gentlemen.
Exactly what you said is 100% correct. Just now, our agriculture officer from Vijayanagaram, they are the pioneers to do massive preparations in the village level and distributing to the entire village and make the whole village as a bio village. So
Good.
this is excellent concept. We have already started in Vijayanagaram district.
So
Yes,
we are.
Thank you, Arunji.
Sir,
one question, sir.
What is the replacement for toddy? Because toddy is not there in our northern part of India. So what is the good replacement for toddy?
Toddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
you can say what it contains: yeast. So
Yeast.
you can use buttermilk. Yes, yeast. Toddy, it can be replaced by buttermilk, or say bakeries also there say yeast is available. You can bring some yeast and you can mix it. It's
So
not
we
a problem.
buttermilk and sometimes
Buttermilk is the best replacement for toddy.
If all these aspects and approaches are natural farming, then what is organic farming? Still, I am confused.
Some more things may not available to the farmer at level. He has to purchase something from the outside, like PSB, Astobacter, and whatever some Bavaria. Like that, he can't prepare at his place. So he has to depend, or he has to buy from the market. So it is not in situ way. So that is called as a one type of understanding from my side. I understood that. So that is called as organic, where it is a vermicompost. We have to add some exogenous or in earthworms into that to formulate and made it as a compost. But whereas in the natural farming, it in itself, it develops due to our practices, agronomic practices, or whatever bioinnoculates. With that, they develops. So it is a natural farming concept, where it is in situ at a farm level, local level. But where it is in organic, we have something farmer has to look at outside. This is my understanding, sir. Thank you.
Sir, if one farmer,
Dear
if one
friends,
farmer take trichoderma from market, then it will be natural farming or not. Suppose he used
Natural
trichoderma.
farming, because the trichoderma viride is it's a biofungicide. It is a natural.
Sir, I will add 2 or 3 points, sir.
Sure.
Most of the people are confusing about organic and natural farming. The system itself, natural farming, it is we are cultivating in the dead soil. The process is, it is nothing but inoculation of microorganisms and protection and multiplication. This is the major concept. And second thing, regarding the cow dung, they are expressed so many doubts. I will ask the participant to, they can judge within practically they can do it wherever in open field there is the cow dung, natural, this local cow dung is there. After 2 or 3 days, you just remove it and you observe how many microorganisms are developing under the cow dung as compared to others. So that is your self testing. You can do it. And third is when vitamin D is naturally available in the soil, in the sun, why should we take vitamin D? So I request all the participants to think about the natural availability of the, when we are making the soil to make the, to developing the microorganisms, to make the all the nutrients, to prepare the all the nutrients, we are incorporating all the microorganisms. So once the soil is enriched with live soil is developed, there is no need of giving inputs from other outside. No doubt at all, you can use this microorganism from outside also. That will enhance in 1 or 2 years. After 3 years, naturally, all the microorganisms will develop in the soil. Thank you, sir.
I am working in APCNF, sir. I am Praveen. Just now I shared one research paper. Somebody asked any research papers.
Very
Just
nice,
now I
Praveen.
shared
Very nice.
one research paper in the WhatsApp group. It is actually published in an international journal. Why birds are returning back to the natural farming fields. That is the beauty of natural farming, sir. The birds will keep their nests and everything natural in the field because there is no chemical used. Please go through that paper, sir. Some of the participants has asked any international papers published. As Ramachandra sir said, some research is going on in our APCNF program. Even UK, University of Reading from UK is also one of the participants in this program. So we are doing research, sir, and the papers will be submitted within next year.
I had a query, sir, regarding this Dabolkar method, because since last year we thought to try it on our farm, but till now we couldn't because of unavailability of so many seeds. So I would like to ask, like these 5 different categories are told. So 5 kg seeds. So we need 5 kg seed of that category, different, or even one from that category will do. Like how are people practicing?
Altogether, 14 to 15 kg per acre seed is sufficient. 1 kg each. So the small grains like sesbania, you can use only 250 grams. Otherwise, if you add 1 kg sesbania, that is dencha, so it will grow very fast and it will not entertain other crops to develop. So that's why sesbania, it should be very less quantity. Just 250 grams, that is sufficient. Other seeds, pulses 1 kg, millets 1 kg. Altogether, you can have minimum 12 to 14 kg per acre is sufficient.
12 to 14 kg, and how means minimum how many different seeds should be there?
More as you like, it will be 12 to 15 is the minimum in our AP. They are going now 18, 20, 21. I said 28. In Guntur, in Vijayanagaram also, they are trying more than 20. And in Guntur, some 10 to 15 farmers, they have tried with 28, including vegetables, all types of leafy vegetables other vegetables, creeper vegetables. So if you add go on, because as you keep the crop more than 60 days, you can harvest crop, and you can harvest all leafy vegetables. And if you keep 70 days, the entire crop will be cut and fed to the cattle, best cattle feed, keeping intact the roots of the such grown crop intact in the soil. Don't disturb the roots. You can incorporate, but don't pluck and removing out and throwing out. That's all. This will take care of all microbial activity.
Actually, sir, here we have the fields are available only in this hot summer. But in this hot summer, all these means most of the crops like sesbania or this your mustard and other things, they won't grow actually. So
Madam,
that is why
yeah,
we
yeah.
cannot get some huge diversity.
Yeah, good question. In Anantapur, the climate and atmosphere is similar to Rajasthan. So we are taking up sowings in the month of second fortnight of April, where you can make the seeds pelletized with fine clay and Jiwamritam, and adding some just sprinkling Jiwamritam, and finally you sprinkle ash so that the moisture can be absorbed and shade dry, and you can sow in the field. Then immediately you cover with mulch, any dry mulch. Then you spray Jivamritam. It will take, or any rain 2 mm or 2.5 mm rainfall if received, the entire seed will got germinated. There is no problem. We are doing excellent results are coming from Anantapur district. It is similar to Rajasthan. Yes.
We'll try, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, you can try.
Conclude this session here by expressing our thanks to Ramachandra Saab for making us understand the importance of biostimulants, what are the different kind of biostimulants, how they can be prepared, what is the kind of principles behind having those kind of biostimulants, and what's the kind of impact they will create when we are using them. So thank you very much, sir, and thank you, friends, for your
Thank you, Shailendra ji.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.